Some ODM members congratulate the GENZs for helping them discipline William Samoei Ruto. This is in reference to what happened last year, the year 2024, during the GENZs and millennials protest of Ruto must go occupy parliament, and they did make the threat come true by occupying the parliament, of which up to date we've been seeing youths being abducted, police denying, later on accepting, and it has been a push and pull. But that doesn't go without a caveat. They say these GENZs have no limits since they beat everyone, they challenge everyone, including the boss who is Raila Odinga. Now, he says, one of the leaders says that we should teach these MPs who Raila Odinga is. We should teach the GENZs the principles and ideals that Raila Odinga stands for. Now, this is where we draw the line. You see, you should not be there to tell someone the principles and ideals that you stand for. Let them see by themselves. These agencies are judging you according to what they see, according to this present time. They were never existent in the history was being made, when whatever issues were being done back then when they were not born. They don't concentrate on that. They act upon what they see. Yes, you might have been a good person back then, but right now you become a deceiver. They will not trust you. They will not respect you. I am a millennial, and I can't buy into that ideal that Raila Odinga is the one who helped fought, for multipartyism, for democracy, for devolution. Because again, we have even stories of Mbaki Nambai. There are many stories that contradict what we've always been told. And remember, I'm one person who was always focused on the unspoken. There are so many hidden truths that people just hijack and present them. You think the other one. Now, those are the GENZs and millennials for you. We are not just here to believe the words that you're telling us. We go deep into our research. Anyway, let us listen to this leader saying this sentiment.
GENZ walitusaidia kunyorosha Ruto. Walitusaidia, give it to them. Si tumebeba sufuria tukachoka. GENZ walikuja safari moja shwa na wakapita na yeye. Kama sio Raila alikuwa nyumbani. Sasa hawa GENZ hawajui mpaka, wanarudi tena wanashambulia baba. Sasa watu wa ODM muingie kwa WhatsApp. People must know the ideals, the principles that Raila stands for. The whole of Africa. Kwa sababu ama GENZ wanaandikia paka president barua. Si wazuri. Ni wanoma, I'm telling you. Wanaandikia paka president wa Netherlands akakosa kuja Kenya. So if you give them a space to abuse Raila, because they do not know what Raila stands for. They have just been born the other.
Right now, the leader wants a WhatsApp group to be formed to educate the GENZs about who Raila Odinga is. That won't work because they have seen deception at the first of all. They went to fight for their rights on the streets. Who became the beneficiary? It was Raila Odinga. Few days later, we see Ali Hassan Joho, Opiyo Wandayi, John Mbadi, and also Wycliffe Ongatsi Oparanya getting into bed with government as the CSS to help the government. Now, they call it, we help the government with our experts to help drive the nation. Now, they're not saying they're part of the government. Even right now, if you are clever, you would openly say ODM is part of government. But if you are a person who's waiting to be given direction, you'll be like partly on opposition and partly in government, which we understand they're trying to push Raila Odinga for the AU seat. So they might one way seem to be supporting the government, and on another way seem to be saying, hey, we just help you with our people to help drive the government. That simply means you're in government. Which other direction do we need for you to tell us that you are either in or out of the government? This is the third eye that I've always been saying that Kenyans need to open. Anyway, That notwithstanding, Ayub Savula, the deputy party leader for DAP Kenya for Eugene Wamalwa, is now saying that Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Kioni, he says those people don't know what they are doing politically for reasons best known for him. And he says his icon is Raila Amolo Odinga, and he's doing his politics while following Raila Amolo Odinga. So the question, why is he even in DAP? He also advanced the politics of incentives. You see, for a long time, we've been saying we need to cut down these politics of incentives such that when you come to a place, you need to give people 50 bob, 100 bob, 1,000 for them to love you, for them to like you. You see? But he is the number one person trying to push that narrative. That when you come to our area, you can't just leave. People, you can't just come and go that way. You need to give them something. I mean, if people love you, they should come. It doesn't matter what caliber. I appreciate the fact that he said when Raila Amolo Odinga comes to a place, he doesn't need to pay anyone. People will come. Why doesn't that extend to even other leaders? If you love someone, they love someone. Whether you have a congregation of 10 people, whether you have an audience of 5 people, those are your true soldiers.
Raila anaweza kuja hapa Kakamega, aende Busia, aende kwa any market bila hata shilingi moja, na watu watajaa hapo, kwa sababu Raila ana roho ya watu. Nyinyi viongozi wenye mko saa hii, please msiweke nyoka kwa mfuko. Nyinyi si Raila. Nyanga Nyongo, wewe si Raila. Gladys Wanga, wewe si Raila. Osoti, wewe si Raila. Lazima mfungue kibeti to sustain ODM. Lazima. Nyinyi si Raila. Ati mkuja hapa bila kupatia wananchi pesa. Nyinyi si Raila, and I'm telling you the truth.
Aside with that, there's also another issue here that I would want us to try and analyze. Here is the High Court. Here we have Musalia Mudavadi's ANC party. And here we have also Moses Wetangula's Ford Kenya. Musalia Mudavadi agrees to merge his ANC with UDA, accepted so nicely and swiftly. Moses Masika Wetangula, the Speaker for the National Assembly, refuses to merge his Ford Kenya with UDA, with government, and now he remains the leader or the party leader for Ford Kenya and also the Speaker for the National Assembly. Then the High Court rules that the majority in government are actually Azimio la Umoja, and they don't understand the matrix that the Speaker used towards determining the majority leader in parliament, which insinuates that even him, Moses Masika Wetangula, is in that Speaker seat illegally, and also Kimani Ichung'wah is also in the seat of the majority leader illegally. That is the implication. Wait a minute. Who is pulling these strings? Before Azimio celebrates, is Ruto trying to pull some of these strings? That's a thoughtful sentiment. Get to analyze. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Durb Radio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Durb Radio ndio mpango mzima.